This is Dennis with TEXA EDU. We're here today to use our Konfort 780 to find out what's going on with our Ford F-150 here. This vehicle's been charged more than one time, yet we still seem to have a small refrigerant leak. We're hoping to be able to find it using a new product with forming gas. Let's get started. Come over. Get our hood open here. Now we're going to go ahead and select from our database, vehicle selection, database, Ford trucks. Scroll down to F-150. We're going to scroll down to 5 liter. And this happens to be 1234YF. And it happens to be a 23 model. So we'll choose 23 model. We're going to hit continue. In this case here, customer's name, I can't disclose that. But we're gonna use mine as. So right now, this is telling me I'm gonna put in 820 grams of refrigerant. We're gonna extract the refrigerant that's in it so we can service the system, so we can use the forming gas. I've got it, the entire system automated right now. It's gonna do a 2-minute check, 22-minute vacuum, 5-minute leak time. All right, so once we get this started, it's going to walk us through the process of each individual step. At this time, we're not connected to the vehicle. It's checking the hoses, and it's going to have us make sure the refrigerant is pure in the vehicle before it actually extracts all of the refrigerant. So at this time, it's vacuuming down the hoses. It's getting ready to get started to identify the refrigerant in the vehicle. Once it identifies it's pure refrigerant, then we can go ahead and evacuate it into the machine. So now it's telling me to connect the low side pressure hose to the vehicle. So I'm going to open this up, remove this coupler. All right, so we'll connect the low side pressure. High side goes here, but we're not going to connect it yet because all we're going to do is do a refrigerant identify. All right, we're connected there. Hose is out of the way. We're going to hit continue here. And now it's going to go into analysis. This takes approximately 1 to 2 minutes, and it's going to verify that it's pure refrigerant in the system before we evacuate it and damage our machine with contamination. This will take a couple of moments. Give us a chance here to finish this. So now it's telling me to go ahead and connect the high and low pressure hose, which the low side's still connected. And we're going to connect the high side pressure hose. Tighten our coupler down. Nice, very nice couplers. And we're going to go ahead and press continue. And at this point, it's going to go into full recovery mode. We're going to see how much refrigerant's actually in this vehicle. I believe it's low on charge. So right now it's pulled 21 grams out. We're going to find out if it gets the full 820 or if it's going to be short. Okay? So right now we're going to go ahead and let it recover the refrigerant to see if we get the full 820 grams of charge that's supposed to be in this truck. It's done pulling the refrigerant out of the vehicle at this time. Right now it does not look like it had a full charge in it. I'm going to get the numbers here in just a moment. I want to verify how much charge it was. This thing was serviced less than 30 days ago. So we're going to find out where this leak is, see if we can get this fixed. So it's done extracting the refrigerant out of the vehicle at this time. Once it's done, it's going to clean everything, and then it's going to give me a report telling me how much refrigerant it removed. I've already seen the number. It is not sufficient. It was not a full charge. So even though this was charged less than 30 days ago, it did leak some refrigerant out of it. So I've got everything disconnected from the truck. I've paused the machine right now so that I can go in there, do the forming gas, find the leak, repair the leak, and then be prepared to recharge the system. Okay? So let's get the forming gas connected. So this is the forming gas cart, the apparatus, the gas bottle we have to have with it. All comes one kit. The bottle is a separate purchase. Okay. We now have our forming gas ready to go. We've adjusted our bottle pressure to the correct amount of pressure, which happens to be just less than 300 psi. We've got our hoses ready. We're going to go ahead and connect them. Now we're going to charge the system. Okay. We're going to take our leak detector. We're going to go after the leak with this. This will sense any leak of this gas. Okay. Remember to go over the entire system, especially evaporator. You can go into the ductwork if the ductwork is open to where the evaporator core is. You want to go around all of the condenser lines, and you want to get to the compressor. So it looks like our leak is down there. So I keep getting a sensor reading there. We'll come back to that in just a moment. So we found our leak. Looks like it's leaking at the new switch that was put on. As you can see, this is from the refrigerant dye they put in there the first time. It was leaking at this bad sensor and not leaving an oil trace. So no one was going to find the leak. Was not leaking at the O-ring that we can see. So we're going to replace this sensor with a new one. Pull this vehicle into a vacuum. Recharge it and hopefully fix the problem. So disconnecting this, you're going to turn off your valve for your pressure. Okay. Going to close your valve to your bottle. You're going to open your valve to drain the system. As you noticed, there wasn't a large amount of gas in there. This is not refrigerant. This can be dumped to the atmosphere. It's perfectly safe. Once you've vented that, close your valve, seal it back off. Open your valves here at the machine or at the vehicle. And remove those. Okay. We've got our new switch mounted on here. Everything's plugged back in. We're going to reconnect the AC machine and charge this system. As you can see, we've got a nice shiny new switch mounted here. Got it all torqued to spec. And we're going to go ahead and connect our refrigerant hoses back to the vehicle. We're going to press continue. And at this point, we're going to pull the vacuum for 22 minutes. Check it for leaks. If there's any problems, we're going to go ahead and readdress any new leaks. So at this moment, it's getting ready to shoot a small amount of charge into the system so that we can verify that we've got everything connected properly and we've got no major leaks. No leak was found. There is no auxiliary evaporator on this one. It's charging the system at this point. Once it's done charging the system, we'll be able to start the vehicle and verify operation. Charge is complete. Our full 820 grams this time. A lot more than we pulled out of it, actually. So, check start AC system, check. All right, okay. Start engine, bring it up to speed, bring it up to 1500, 1800 RPM. With the AC system on, in the temperature setting to minimum, and we're gonna make sure that the system is operating properly. I'm going to go ahead and start this vehicle up. Operating properly, nice and cold. Tells us now we can disconnect the high and low pressure lines. Hit continue. Machine will empty out the hoses. We're replace our caps. At this point, the service is complete. It gives me everything, the 820 grams of refrigerant I put in there. I did not remove any oil or add any oil. I did a 22-minute vacuum, and I had no pressure increase during the leak down check. So it looks like we fixed our leak. I feel pretty confident that that sensor was the entire problem. Thank you and have a nice day here from TEXA USA.